Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there today. Yes, it is your girl inside of the StreamYard room. Yes, we are what? We're live at 5. Hey, we're live at 5. Come on, y'all. We live at 5. Hey, we live at 5. Come on inside of the room. Yep, I am checking in from Canada. You guys, look, it's cold, but it is beautiful here. I hope you guys are having an amazing time wherever you are. You're safe and sound and doing all of the things. But today's conversation is all about nothing is missing. It's a place where I'm standing this week and I'm challenging you to stand in the same place. My name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. It's the number one training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. You just do this by building your courage, confidence, and competence so you can accept, believe, and commit to what it is that God has called you to do. Okay, so listen. Put it in the chat right now. Nothing is missing. Nothing is missing. And for sure, nothing is missing. Now, sometimes we live life from a place of shoulda, coulda, woulda. Put it in the chat. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Sometimes we live from shoulda, coulda, woulda. And I've been there, right? You're wishing that maybe something different would have happened other than what's so. Put in the chat, the only thing that is what's so. The only thing that is what's so. Like, I've been talking to a lot of my team members, a lot of my students, a lot of my clients in reference to not having regrets. Put it in the chat, no regrets. Put it in the chat, no regrets. And if you're anything like me, you definitely want to live this life without regrets. There's no need of wishing something shoulda, coulda, or would have been different. And sometimes we stand in that place, right? Some of us come from broken homes where maybe one of our parents was missing, right? We didn't have the mom that was present or a dad that was present. Maybe we missed out on spending time with some siblings. Maybe we missed out on having things that we wanted to have. So we definitely define those different life situations as something was missing. Like, it would have been better if I had my dad. It would have been better if I had my mom. It would have been better if I was able to grow up in the same house with my siblings, right? Whatever is true for you. Maybe it would have been better if I would have been able to get that degree sooner. It would have been better if I lived in this neighborhood or this state or this place. Look, put it in chat. Nothing is missing. Nothing is missing. I'm putting it in there for myself because it's true. Nothing is missing. Until you get that, you're going to live and stand in a place of shoulda, coulda, woulda. And I don't want you living in that place because it's not powerful. It's a disempowering conversation. And I don't want you living there. So let me tell you where you should live, right? There's three things that I want you to focus on. Number one, I want you to focus on creating. Put it in the chat. I am meant, I am born, I am able to create. You are a creative being. You do not have to wait for something to happen. You can actually make things happen. Put it in the chat, I make things happen. Put it in the chat, I make things happen. So the question is, do you really believe that you make things happen? Do you believe that you have that type of power? That LaShawn, hey sissy, how you doing? Where's my red dress, girl? You know I'll be looking for my red dress. Where's my red dress? But listen, okay, look, we are meant to create. We are born to create. We have the capacity to create. You totally get that this life has tons of opportunities. She said, I'm dancing. Okay, I'm for that. So look, you have plenty of opportunity to create what it is that you want to see in your life, but you cannot continue to live in a place where something is missing. Put it in the chat. Nothing is missing. Put it in the chat. Nothing is missing. So don't live in a place that you wish, shoulda, coulda, anything. I need you to stand in a place of creation. You have the power to create whatever it is that you want. Now, what normally hems us up when we say certain things like that or we hear things like that is that we know that it requires us to do some work. Put it in the chat. It's going to take some work. Remember, it takes effort and it takes time. But it's all right that it takes effort and it takes time. That's what this life is about. And I'm telling you, when you put that work in, when you put that time in, you talk about fulfillment. It's fulfillment that you would never experience anywhere else. But look, don't get caught up in the doing. Put it in the chat. It's not in the doing because you already know it's not in the doing. It's in the being. So listen, the second thing that you need to focus on, the second thing that you need to do is focus on now. Put it in the chat. Focus on now. Put it in the chat. Focus on now. Because the longer you continue to shoulda, coulda, woulda, wishing something in the past, wishing that things were different, wishing you were connected to other people, you went to different places, you've been in different spaces, that you were invited to participate, right? Some of us still hurt that we haven't been invited to participate in whatever it is. But look, we learned through the pandemic who was checking for us. We learned that some of these groups and these people that we want to hang out with, we don't need to be trying to hang out with them anyway because they ain't checking for us. So look, don't worry about you not being invited. Don't worry about being called or being added to the team or asking to go to these particular places. Don't worry about that. Where you are right now is exactly where you do not live in the space of what shoulda, coulda, woulda. Just embrace what's so, and what's so is what you're experiencing right now. So instead of you using that energy and focusing on something that happened in the past, something that you wish was different, how about you get to work on the things that you want to create, which is number one, and then focus on now the things that you can do today to move you forward to those things. Okay, and the last thing, the most important thing, I want you to live this life with no regrets. Say no regrets for me, no regrets for me. And how can you experience a life with no regret? Well, if you focus on number one and you focus on number two, you will have no regrets. Focus on creating what it is that you want to see, creating what it is that you want to experience, and believing that you can do it. See, here's another thing that hems us up and holds us back is, you can think of all these wonderful things that you want to create, but if you don't believe that you're able, if you don't believe that you're capable, if you don't believe that you already have everything you need to get started, guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to do it. You're not going to create it. You're not going to make it happen. You're not going to focus on now. You're going to take all that precious, great time that you have, focus on what you ain't got, what you don't already have in your hands, what hasn't happened for you. And what I'm saying is, don't do that. Focus on now so you can live life with no regrets. So look, recap. Number one, create it, right? Create. You should be focusing on creating, not shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Number two is focus on now, because that's all you got. Tomorrow is a mystery. It's a dream. It's a wish. So whatever it is that you want to put your hands on, you want to get into, you want to reach out to somebody, do it today, because that's all you got. And then number three, live this life with no regrets. Always looking forward to serving you. I'm enjoying being here in Canada. Y'all pray for my safe arrival back home on tomorrow. I leave early in the morning. But remember, we're going to have the nightcap with D. Merriweather in Southside everywhere. So make sure you're there at 9:00 p.m. It's all about the fruit juices on tomorrow. So bring those with you. I love you. Always looking forward to serving you. I'll see you guys on Friday. Why? Because I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live